How to make a pink velvet cake with cream cheese frosting. Let's get into it. In a medium to large size bowl, you want to put 1.5 cups of flour. Next, you want to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Add half a teaspoon of baking soda. Whisk until well combined. Put this aside and grab yourself another medium-sized bowl. In a medium-sized bowl, add 1 cup of sugar. Add a half cup of flavorless oil, such as a vegetable oil or a canola oil. Add 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt. Whisk everything until the sugar dissolves and everything is well combined. Add 2 teaspoons of vanilla and 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. Whisk again until well combined. Next, add about half of your dry ingredients to your wet ingredients. Grab yourself a rubber spatula and carefully fold in. Basically just means very carefully and gently flip it over like this until it's well combined. Don't stir it, it'll toughen your cake, just like this. When the first half of your flour mixture is fully folded in, add the other half of your flour mixture. Again, fold gently until well combined. Might take a little bit longer, but it's worth it to have a nice cake instead of a tough cake. Add half a cup of milk. And again, gently fold to combine. And lastly, we're going to add our food coloring. Now I'm going to add pink, but frankly you guys can add whatever color you want. Pink, blue, red, whatever color, green, any color. It's up to you how much coloring you put in, but the more coloring you put in, the brighter your cake will be. So just keep that in mind. The less you put in, the paler it will be. And for the last time, gently fold to combine. When you're done mixing your batter, you are going to line some cake pans, grease and line them with some wax paper. Evenly distribute your cake batter between all of your pans as evenly as possible. So I ended up using only 2 7 to 8 inch cake pans. If you're gonna use bigger cake pans, I'd just say maybe just try using 1 cake pan, but it's up to you. Bake your cakes off at 350 degrees for about 35 to 40 minutes or until a toothpick inserted comes out clean. While our cakes are cooking, we're gonna make our simple syrup. In a small saucepan, add a 1/4 cup of sugar and a 1/4 cup of water. Now simple syrup is a 1-to-1 ratio, so if you feel like you need more, you can make more. Do a 1/2 cup of sugar and a 1/2 cup of water, as long as it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Make whatever you need. But for now, you're gonna whisk this till it's well combined. Put your pan on your heat on medium-low and whisk until the sugar fully dissolves and your mixture becomes clear like water again. You don't want to overcook this. We're not making caramel and we're not making sugar, so as soon as the sugar dissolves, take it off the heat. Once you've taken off the heat, you're basically done. However, if you feel so inclined, feel free to add some sort of flavored extract like vanilla or orange or lemon, or depending on whatever flavor your cake you're making and the frosting you're using, whatever flavors you're using, make sure everything matches and mixes well together. Let this fully cool down. Once your oven beeps, you want to check for doneness. Put the toothpick as close to the center as possible. These came out perfect. So you want to let your cakes fully cool down until they are completely room temperature. Even cold would be better for frosting. And while everything is cooling down, we're going to work on a cream cheese frosting. In a large size bowl, you want to put 2 8-ounce blocks of room temperature cream cheese. Beat your cream cheese with a hand mixer until smooth and well combined and nice and soft. Don't forget to scrape down the sides of your bowl as well as your whip attachment. Next, you want to put 8 ounces of room temperature unsalted butter into your bowl and beat again until everything is smooth and well combined. Don't forget to scrape down your bowl and your spatch paddle again and add 4 cups of powdered sugar. Add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And beat again until everything is well combined. Keep in mind, the longer you beat it and whip it up, the lighter and fluffier it will be. So I would say definitely at least for 5 to 7 minutes, if not longer. And when everything's all whipped up and well combined and nice and smooth, just put it aside until you're ready to frost your cakes. Now that everything's made and ready to go, it's time for assembly. First, take one of your cake rounds out of your cake tin. Next, take your simple syrup and a pastry brush, or a spoon, I guess, if you don't have anything like this, and just lightly brush it over the entire top of your cake. This will help moisten your cake, so it won't be all dried out when you go to eat it. Next, grab some of your cream cheese frosting. It should definitely be room temperature, so it's easily frostable. You want a nice thick layer, but you don't want a layer that's too thick, so I'd say start with maybe like a half a cup, maybe a little bit more, and start spreading it around in one nice even layer. When you're done with your cream cheese layer, get your second cake round, flip it upside down, and put it on your cake upside down. This way the top of your cake will be nice and flat. Take some more of your simple syrup and brush it on to the new layer of your cake. Now you most likely will have leftover simple syrup. That's totally fine. It will stay at room temperature for a very long time. You can use it for any of your cakes, cupcakes, etc. Now you just simply have to frost the rest of your cake. Do a generous dollop on top of your cake and start spreading your frosting all over the tops and push it as much to the edge, if not over the edge, because it will help you frost the rest of your cake, and as evenly as possible. It's okay if it's not perfectly even. We can make the top even later on when we're actually done with the cake. That's usually when you frost the cake. But when you get to the edges and you finish covering the top, simply just start smoothing it over. And simply just make your way around your cake, making sure everything is fully covered. Now this is basically a crumb coat. As you can still kind of see the cake poking through. If you want to make it completely covered, like how you get at a bakery, simply pop this into the fridge until the cream cheese hardens up. Take it out and put a second layer of frosting on. Like if you're going to a party or if you want to just practice or make it look fancy. I'm just making this so I'm not going for super perfection. But when you're fully done covering your cake and you want to smooth out your top, you want to gently put your knife to the edge of your cake and very gently flick it to the center of your cake, just like that. And you want to wipe it off every time and just go around your cake and smooth out the top, just like that. It's a little tedious, but if you want super perfection, go for it. And if you have any leftover frosting at the end, feel free to decorate your cake. You can definitely check out many of my other cake recipes. I go into some detail of how to properly pipe different types of styles of, star-shaped shells, that sort of thing, if you want to make your cake look pretty. But like I said, I'm pretty much done with this. I just made it for just because cake. It's not for a party or anything. It's literally just for me and the people I live with, so when you're ready, serve and enjoy. I'm so happy with how this pink came out. It's very hot pink. It looks so good. Enjoy!